Hey there again. So, this is the actual religious talk of the day. I know I promised to make these less Christian-oriented, since I was already doing the thing on Friday, but here we are. I'm going to talk about what determines your faith, or who, I suppose. And I'm going to be doing that from a Christian perspective. Sorry, not sorry. As a Christian, I enter this conversation with several, by which I mean 2, presuppositions. Presupposition number 1, God exists. Presupposition number 2, God created everything. These presuppositions lead me to the conclusion that God then controls everything. There's a huge rift in Christianity between people who believe in predestination and those who believe in free will. Predestination is the belief that we don't have any control over our lives, and ultimately then that means we don't have any control over our salvation, while free will states that we have total control. We control not only our eternal destination, but also all of our actions. There isn't really any proposed middle ground, but we live in one, and that's what I'm going to talk about. I thought earlier I would say proof, but I'm not sure there's any real proof in here. So, if we believe in free will, then we assume we get to make our own decisions. Fine. I decided to make this video, after all. But I only decided to do so because I had the equipment and opportunity to do so. Did I choose to have the equipment and opportunity? No. I was placed in this specific time and place, and given the equipment and opportunity. Okay, so that was predestined, you say. But I still chose to do so, right? Well, I only chose to do so because the life I've lived has suggested it. I encountered vloggers on YouTube, and I only encountered them because they posted videos. My life doesn't exist in the way it does because I chose for it to. It exists in the way it does because of the circumstances I've faced. I had no control over those circumstances. I don't really think free will can be argued here. I react, but that reaction only happens because God stuck me here. And I'm gonna wipe my nose because I have a sickness. Surprise. Do I think God makes us drones? No. How often do I do what he says not to? And how often do I not do what he wants? Spoiler. So often. If God controls us and we sin, does that mean he made us sin? No. But he's sort of more responsible than just no. He put us in the situations in which we sin. So God is much more like an army officer who tests their troops. The officer puts the soldiers in the situation they created based on the training they had given the soldiers, but the soldiers still have the freedom to react. Their reactions are based on what the officer has established, and the officer will grade them, as God judges us, but they do have some free will. So the answer to this question, like so many in Christianity, is both. Sort of. It's a mystery. Informative? Like. Inflammatory? Comment. Intrigued? Subscribe. Use the hashtag #AskAzaria or hit me up on Twitter and Tumblr, both linked to in the description, to get your question answered on our next Just Asking Monday or Jam session on the 30th. How would you all feel about shirts? If I made them, would you buy one? All 5 subscribers of you? What do you want? What would you want from me? I know what I want. I hope that you have a great day.